what's up everyone? It's Mike Gross at youtube.com/MG free guitar lessons. Today I want to show you a finger picking song. It's an acoustic song from Parachute, and the song is called She Is Love. So we're going to jump right into it. I'll play you the first section of it, and then I'll show you what's happening in the breakdowns. Okay, so that's the intro on it, and here's what's happening. On your right hand, you're using, or your picking hand I should say, just in case you're a left-handed guitar player, that'll change. Your thumb, your index, and your middle finger. That's what you're using. Alright? What you could do is either pinky or third finger, fret 8 on the B string. I'll probably use pinky on it, it's up to you. And you're going to, with your picking hand, hit the low E with your thumb, the G with your index finger, and the B with your middle finger. And usually, if we could zoom in, I'll just put it up closer. The thumb is more this way. You don't want them straight on top of each other like that. So as they go down this way, have your fingers go that way as well. It's more comfortable that way. Okay, so I'm on that 8th fret B. I'm doing E, G, and B with my right hand, or my picking hand. I'm going to pluck those three, and I'm sliding this pinky over to fret 3. Right around the time it gets there, I'm going to take my index of my left, or my fretting hand, and press fret 2 on the A string. And then I'm going to pluck the same 3 strings here. And I'm going to, as I do that, the pinky's going to slide up a whole step, the index finger's going to slide up a half step. So you're moving to 3rd fret A and 5th fret B with your slide. And it's a little tricky if you're not used to these. But here's how that little piece should sound. And if you want to, you can check it and go. Make sure you got your clarity there on your notes. And once you do, what's tricky about it is index only moves a half step, pinky moves a whole step. And a lot of times people have trouble with that. You can break it down into little subgroups and go like, and then go, and try and connect them. And then rest over here with your pick hand. Where you sit already, you're going to pluck again, A, G, and B. And you're going to reverse what you just did. You're going to do a descending slide. Okay, exact opposite of what we just did. So we have, and then rest. Leave your pinky where it's at. First finger does fret 2 on the low E. And now we're going to do, with our picking hand, E, G, and B. And then rest. By rest, I mean just set your hand over the strings here to dampen them. And then, real easy change here, go middle finger, fret 3 on the low E, keep your pinky where you had it, which was 3B, and pluck E, G, and B. So I always talk about subgroups in my lessons for good reason. It'll help you get the feel right of whatever song you're playing. So if you subgroup these last two, you'd have, try to keep the volumes even with your picking hand. One string shouldn't really stand out more than another. At least not in this song. So we have. Okay, and play that slowly a few times. I'm sure it'll start coming together for you. Then we go to the verse, and really nice sounding chord here. 3A, index finger. 4D with your 3rd finger. Open G and 3rd fret on the B string. With your right hand, there's a couple different ways you can pick it. The proper way would probably be a finger for each one of those, I'd say, which you can do. I kind of cheat a little. I go thumb, thumb, index, middle. Okay, do that a few times. And then the next part involves a hammer-on. I'll play the little section for you and break it down. Again. Okay, so we're on this. Pinky will do 3 high E, 3rd finger will do 3 on the B. Get those set ahead of time here. And then on the A string, we're going to pick that and hammer on to a B note. That's the second fret on the A string. And if you're not really familiar with hammer-ons, I'll be doing some future lessons on it. But it's when you pick a string and slam your finger down on it. Without picking the second fret, I'm just picking the open, right, with my thumb. And then slam. Think of a hammer coming down. And the harder you do that hammer, the louder it comes out. And that's where people struggle with hammer-ons. Okay, so make an exercise out of that. And then I'm hitting the G and the B with my picking hand. And then muting the strings out after. And then you can lift this index off or leave it, but right hand's going to do low E, and then first finger is going to do the B, middle finger will do the high E. And these are still where they were. Okay, so it's... Hear the mute in there? You want to try and get those things. Okay, next part. 3rd fret A, index finger. Pinky, 5th fret B. And with your right hand you're doing A with your thumb, index on the G, middle finger on the B. Pluck those 3. Okay, from there we're moving up a whole step, and that'll go 5A and 7B. So it's... So a whole step, remember, whole step is 2 frets, right? And when we're going ascending, or sharp, sharp is that way. Okay, so I hit this, let's 2, and then next chord, and then same things going on over here with the picking hand, but we're changing the chord to 2A, 3B, pluck those, same strings, and then just stick your middle finger on fret 3 on the A, and do the same thing again. So it's subgroup right there. Okay, so we have alright, believe it or not, it's most of the song. It goes back to the and then when the chorus comes in, you play the intro riff that we did, which was the... And then if you want to catch the little things, which I'm going to go ahead and throw those in there, there'll be a... As that's ringing, you'll hit the low E with your thumb, and take your index, go to fret 2 on the G, and with your picking hand hit the G and the B, pluck those, and pull off just with your index. So it's... That is a good subgroup, okay? Okay, and then the next time around, in that very same spot, it changes. It'll go, and then there'll be a... You'll hear it in there. Pretty tasty little in-between riff. Go 2G, index, 3B, middle finger. Your index and middle of your picking hand are going to pluck the G and B. Right after you do that, hammer on with your 3rd finger to fret 4 on the G. It should sound like this. In the Jimi Hendrix lesson, you know, with the little wing, where it was buzzing through the whole thing. But Hendrix played a lot like that, using little chord chunks. And the important part in this is that when you do the hammer-on, that you're hearing 2 strings still. You should hear 2 notes ringing, not this. What'll want to happen is your 3rd finger here, when it comes down, it gets in the way of the B string a lot of times. So you have to really shift your knuckles up in there to get it. Okay, that's the hardest part of these 4 things here. Then lift your 3rd finger off, hit the G and B again. I haven't lifted anything but my 3rd finger. Then I take my index finger on my fret hand, lift that off to an open, hit the same 2 strings, G and B, and then an open D string. So, and you can hit that D with your index or your thumb, either way. And then the very end of the song, it goes back to like the verse was, but there's a repeat on it. It's like a, you recognize that, right? 3, 4, open 3, A through B string. And then, instead of a hammer on here, it's just going to go right on the B note, which is fret 2 on the A string, and put your third finger on the 3rd fret B, and go same picking strings, A, D, G, B. That goes 3 times. One more. And then you go to what's called a D/F sharp, leave your 3rd finger, take your middle finger, go to fret 2 G, and index fret 2 on the low E. And with your right hand, go E, and then go D, G, B. So it's, and then go to a G major chord, which is 3 on the top, 2 on the A, open, open, 3 on the B, 3 on the high E. Or if you want to do the 3-string version, or the 3-finger version. But I think they're doing the 4. And that wraps up that song. Really cool song. Hope it helps you. If you really like that style of playing, check out one of my other lessons on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com. See it down there? /MG free guitar lesson. Sometimes it floats up. You never know. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe if you want free guitar lessons. I wish I had them when I was a kid, but I didn't. Not this way, at least. Please leave comments as well. I appreciate your comments. If you have questions, if you're confused on it, sometimes I'm not able to zoom up, and I'm going to be working on that where you can get some more close-ups to see the intricate parts of what's going on in some of these lessons. In the meantime, hopefully these are helping you. But if you're lost on anything, let me know on my comment page. And like I said, subscribe, and I definitely will get back with you. I'm getting a lot of requests. If you guys don't mind, leave the requests on my comment section. A lot of times I'm getting them in my email and stuff, which is fine too. But if you can put them on the comment page, that'd be really cool. Thanks for tuning into my channel. I hope to see all you guys next time. And feel free to make some requests. I've got a couple more requests I got to get out to you guys. youtube.com/MG free guitar lessons. Peace out, guys. Now you get the close-up of the guitar.